welcome back. I am excited to bring this video to you guys today. We're going to be focusing on the living and kitchen area in today's video. If you haven't watched the whole series, I have a playlist linked down below from the very beginning of this process to we're going to be getting to the end here in a little while, but if you haven't watched those, make sure you go do that. And I'm excited to show you guys today's video because this one is probably one of my favorites. The kitchen especially is probably my favorite in the whole house. I am so excited. This transformation is incredible and I can't wait to show you guys the process. So I'm going to start from the very beginning and show you guys the whole process, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. So just a refresher, this is what the space looks like. There is kitchen in the back to the center, and then the dining room is to the front of the house here to the right. Then you have the main living area and also the entryway. So the plan is that we knock down this whole middle wall and close the back wall, which you'll see in a little bit. And then also the wall between the dining room and kitchen will be taken down. We are saving those French doors for possibly a later project. The house was in really bad shape. The smell in it was one that cannot translate on camera, and for that reason the cabinets are not able to be donated. They were just not in good enough condition. So because we're going to be opening up this whole space over here, we're going to close the back wall and have like an L-shaped kitchen and have an island, a really big island running the length of the kitchen pretty much. Then this will all disappear. So then we'll have kitchen and a living room all, you know, over here to this side of it, and then dining room over here. Cannot wait to get rid of this. So Nick was excited to get on with demo day. My dad helped with a lot of stuff and he helped with so many projects throughout the house, and they got a lot done that first day. So I'll probably go through this footage pretty fast because of how lengthy the video would become. I hadn't been sure how many videos I was going to be doing as far as like breaking it up, but since I'm putting all of this area into one video, I'm going to probably speed through it pretty quickly. So this is just kind of a little look at, you know, taking stuff apart and then slowly rebuilding it. So my next video is going to be on the dining room and entryway. You'll probably see some repeat footage here and there because you can't quite avoid everything, but it was just too much to put into one video, and I really want to show you guys some details, so the next video might be in a couple days, will be up really soon. Okay, this morning we're headed over to the house. My uncle is doing the cabinets for the kitchen. He actually lives in Holmes County. He's made some other furniture for me as well. But he is down here on vacation, and we're going to be going over things for the kitchen. He's going to be making all the cabinets and everything. So I drew up a rough drawing last night. It's not exactly the most fancy thing in the world, but it gives us an idea. I don't know that everything is properly to scale, but we're gonna go see if we can kind of get an idea. Nothing is framed in yet at this point, so it's gonna be a little hard. We won't be able to actually give him any measurements at this point, but he'll be going home here shortly, so we'll have to do the exact measurements later, but at least talk over some things to see what all he needs to know at this point. So we're heading over there now. It's a beautiful day and I'm excited.
The wall used to be right here, and it's going to be moved out about 3 feet, roughly. So then it's going to come over to, it's probably going to stop about here. That's what we don't know yet, you know, exactly where it's going to, where this wall is going to stop. It can come over here as far as it needs to. And then you'll have the L kitchen there with your island sitting, yeah, right there. So when we dug in into the kitchen area there to redo some of the plumbing, we discovered that the main line, the main drain line underground, is not in as good of a shape as we thought it was going to be, which we kind of suspected, and you know, it was in the back of our minds.
We were hoping it would be fine.
It's the old cast iron, which most of the houses down here that were built, you know, in the 70s and 80s or earlier have that. You know, now is as good a time as any to rip it out. So talked to the investor, talked to the general contractor and the plumber, decided to go ahead and do that. So it's going to delay us for about a week, but all in all, I think we'll be happy that we, you know, did it. It'll be done right and it'll work just fine.
I'm guessing the new owners will also appreciate that.
For sure.
So after that was done, the concrete guys came in and filled up the areas that needed to be filled up. There was also like a shower area. There was all of the lines where the pipes go through and everything. So this was definitely an added probably 10 grand just to repipe it. It just costs a lot. So beware if you are doing some of this yourself, be prepared for the cost, but it is worth it if you can do it. It's definitely a good time to do it when you have your floors ripped up anyway.
Good morning, folks. We are in the wee hours of the morning. It's daylight savings time is not helping us out here this morning, but we've got Pop Troyer in full garb, ready to do some painting. Today is paint day. We've got a lot to do, but thankfully we can spray the primer and the final coat because we're just doing the same color, so should be able to be pretty efficient.
So I chose Chantilly Lace by Benjamin Moore for walls and ceilings, and my dad did spray it. We did end up having to do another coat, and then as he sprayed it, he would go back over it and just roll it lightly. Didn't put it in the pan or anything, but somehow with the spray, it was a little streaky on the walls combined with like the tip and everything, so do be aware of that. But he was able to make it work out just fine, and it got done a lot faster than if we would have tried to roll everything. So next step was flooring. We are on the way to meet up at Eternal Rock for our kitchen countertops. I hope it's like an easy peasy thing and won't take too long to figure out.
We're trying to get the cabinets put in this week. Her dad is going to be helping. He'll be helping me with the cabinets.
What are you thinking as far as countertops? If you're thinking of them, should we do something like more just solid white with a little bit of veining? Or the thing I'm not sure about is a lot of the veining is more gray, and my cabinets are the pale oak, which is more like a warm, cream color. So that's what I'm not sure about yet. Step was installing the cabinets, and I was so excited for this step, and it feels like I'm going through this all really fast in comparison to how long it actually took us. But my grandparents made it over the first night there. They were still here at the time. He used to install cabinets himself, my grandpa did, but he's not able to anymore. He has Parkinson's, but it was fun for them to come over and just to spend the evening there, kind of watch and everything. So this step was really exciting. So we were currently trying to place the island here. We could definitely move it into the center a little bit more, but we're also trying to keep things lined up with the fridge and also the other side of the cabinet.
So, trying to get this hood vent above the range situated because the tile guy is waiting on that. So he can put his tile up to the side. We're trying to do our own. I do have a good copy. The investor, someone redid his kitchen. They did one just like this. So I've got a good copy to go off of. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but it's still stretching me. So I'm building this frame around here so that I can have something to frame or build to frame that in there. It'll just be a square box, and then just figuring to finish it off with good quality plywood, and hopefully it'll look nice. See, that ain't going nowhere. Won't be sliding, won't be going up and down.
I don't do measurements. Like, you know, I'm going by marks. I'm like, oh, it's by this mark and now this mark. Instead of, you know, 7/8 or whatever. No, thank you. So, anyway. Nick was despairing with me because like I said, I don't really read tape measures properly. And we were trying to level this thing and I was supposed to tell him exactly, you know, once it's right where it's supposed to be, and I was having struggles. So, yeah. So it is countertop install day. We ended up going with Sarasota Quartz and Granite here in town instead of the first place we'd gone to, just because of price point and things. So they're coming today. I just feel like things are coming along. We're still waiting on faucets to get here. Some of them are here. I'm working with Delta, and so we're still waiting on some of them to get here. I'm getting a little nervous at this point because the kitchen faucet is not here yet. Some things like that, just little details, but yeah, it's coming. So Nick needs to do a little bit of cleaning up in here before, but I thought I'd show you the progress on the hood. They ended up drywalling it, and he had a friend come finish it for him, and it turned out really nicely. So if I remember correctly, this is the Lincoln Pompeii quartz. I think I have that right. It's really, really pretty. It's understated, has some veining, but it's not like super bold.
Exciting news, the backsplash is going on in the kitchen. Tile guy here.
After the tile was done, Nick worked on the pantry and also the open shelving. We got the wood from Advantage Lumber here in Sarasota.
We got one on. 3 to go.
So you're using a 1-inch drill bit at this point, right?
Yeah, we had to go bigger and bigger and bigger until I have enough room to wiggle.
So then he'll fill it with glue.
Yep.
And I've been sitting here trying to keep them level.
Like it? Yeah. Yep, honey.
This may appear easy, but it was a very time consuming and a bit stressful for Nick. It was not the easiest thing to get these all level with the holes drilled and everything. He had to kind of prop them up for a while, but it turned out great. Yeah, just make sure it's centered right in the middle, and then probably about even with this.
Right even with that line. Okay.
These are actually just from Home Depot, and the poles I think I had ordered online, maybe off of House or something, I'm not sure. And we've got the whole family along today. What you got? Thank you. Appreciate the crumb. Uh-oh. Just gonna test out your shelves in there.
Oh boy.
So installing this oven made us extremely nervous because for a little bit we thought that it was not going to go in. It was very tight. I guess it was figured extremely tight, but you also don't want a big gap in between, but we did get it in. She had a good nap. I brought the pack and play over here and she nicely napped in there. I'm putting them to work. I decided not to put too much of the moving in and decorating in this video because I plan to do another one where I'm doing more decorating, but you'll see these article boxes sitting here, which makes me so excited because I've worked with them in the past and we have some of their furniture at our house and we needed staging furniture for this place, so they are supplying some of it, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So I'm really excited about this sofa. I told Nick we might have to do a little switcheroo once we're done with this place. We might have to switch out our couch at home for this one just to give us a new look. So just a little bit more about Article. They make it so easy to attain like beautiful modern pieces for your space, inside or out. And I have a lot of their stuff and I really, really like it and can highly recommend it. You can shop for Article online. In-stock items deliver fast with estimated times on each product page, and they ship almost anywhere in the US and Canada for a flat rate of $49, free shipping on orders of over $999. So I'm showing the Sven sofa in Charm Tan, the caliper wood shelf, and then also 2 Lento black leather lounge chairs. I do have a brass lamp that I have in my other living room over there that I'll show you guys in a little bit. You can shop for all of these things in the description box. I'll have links there below, and I love their stuff so much. Okay guys, are you ready? Do you remember this dark place here with all the walls and almost no natural light? I am so excited to show you all the final reveal. I decided to show you all with the lights off in some of the first videos and then with the lights on in the rest. Here we go. So I'll try to keep things as short as I can because I know this is going to be a really long video. So if you have questions, leave them in the description box below. So it's all one open space into the kitchen, and swiveling around you have a bathroom over there that we added. First of all, the kitchen cabinets, the star of the show. My uncle did them as I mentioned, so check out the Heritage Woodshop in Holmes County. I can leave his email or something down below if you're interested. He doesn't have a website or anything, he's just kind of starting up. We love the pale oak cabinets as well as the island color, which is Stillwater by Sherwin-Williams. I love the lights. I feel like these just add like the jewelry on the whole thing in my opinion. And then of course the Delta faucet and the pot filler. They are supplying all of the fixtures throughout the house, which is amazing. I love their stuff, and definitely check out my other videos for closer looks at all of those. We do have a pantry here in the corner, of course. No promises as to how it looks right now. There's a couple things in there, but it should be nice and sufficient for the owners if they are needing pantry space. They could also be able to, you know, hang stuff here on the walls or whatever, just as a nice little added feature, and I'm glad we have one for them. And then swiveling around this side, I had so much fun styling the shelves and would love to have some like this myself someday. The tile are beautiful. They're Bedrosian's tile. They're like a picket tile with a matte finish. We got them from Fisher Tile here in Sarasota. Highly recommend that place. I did really deep drawers here. They're big. I would love to have some of these myself. So the 2 bottom ones are the same size, and then there's a slightly shallower one up here. And of course, all of them are the soft close. Then we put a trash can in here. There's 2 of them actually, as well as a small drawer here. And then the typical kitchen sink underneath and the dishwasher. So just a closer look at the Article sofa. This is the Sven sofa, as I mentioned. Nick actually slept on it a night when he was staying here. and he said it slept really well. We do have a different style leather article sofa at home, and we really like the leather. If you're worried about it, honestly, it's very durable, and you can wipe it and it'll just kind of age with time, and it'll age nicely. So the other Alento lounge chairs are really pretty. They do have other options if you are not, you know, into the black. They do have other options as well, and it's like a walnut finish, of course. And I'm really happy with it, and I'm glad they were willing to work with me on this. And since we're talking article, let's take a minute to just enjoy this beautiful shelf. It has like clean modern lines. It is their caliper shelf, if I'm not mistaken. And then also this is one of their lamps. The name fails me at the moment, but I will put it all in the description box for you. I just love it. It's simple, it's brass, it has a marble base to it. And then the shelf could be used for so many different things. Think dining room, office, you name it. It's just something that could be fun to style. And you can see I have some plants on there and some different things like that. I kept it pretty simple. Just because of staging and everything. And I'll try to show this room in another video then, but a big thank you to Article for working with us. Also stay tuned for the next video, which should be up in a couple days, hopefully. I'll try to focus on the dining room and entryway. And I hope that my joy is translating to you guys. This project has been just a labor of love in a lot of ways, also a lot of hard work, and it's just been a big learning process, and we've really enjoyed seeing all of the transformations take place. And I hope that it gives you guys inspiration for whatever projects you're working on or anything that you have coming up in your own spaces. Alright, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed sharing it with you all. Make sure you share it with your friends if you haven't. And check all the links in the description box for anything that I've mentioned. I'll do my best to link it all there. So that is it, you guys. Make sure you stay tuned for next week's video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.